Good. Excellent. Hey guys, Dr. Mike here, Oak Brook Medical Group. And I have actually a good friend of mine, Nikki, here that we've known each other since 2007, 2008 now. So it's been a long time. But Nikki is extremely multi-talented. So she's done everything from modeling to beauty pageants. She's a bikini pro. You're an MC for some of the local sports teams. I mean, she is all over the place right now doing some amazing things. But the problem is, when we have all those things, we do all those activities, pain starts to set in, which brings Nikki in today. So Nikki, tell us a little bit about what's been going on.
Sure, so I have a lot of neck pain and I suffer from migraines as well as sinus infections. And being a fitness professional, I've done some research and it says, neck issues can cause that. And then also I have a family history of degenerative disc issues. And I've been suffering for years from a lower pain on the right side of my lumbar. And I just really hope to prevent it from getting worse and going down the same path as some family members of mine, and then also help with my athletics.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and obviously Nikki has a long career ahead of her here, so we need to take care of her. We need to try to prevent those things as much as we can for her. And if all those things that Nikki just described sounds like something you've been dealing with, or somebody you know has been dealing with, go ahead and comment below, or go ahead and call the number, get scheduled, come into the office, because you're about to see some of the things that we do that can help prevent those things in the long run. So one of the big things that we found out with Nikki when we did our exam, we took some x-rays on her, updated her. It's been a little bit since I've seen her, so I want to make sure we're working with the best material we can here. Is she does have a little bit of disc degeneration in that low back. So we're going to walk through a couple things. The whole point of today is to start to loosen up those joints. I want you to walk out here feeling a little bit looser, freer, so when you go to the gym today, you can kind of get after it, okay?
Awesome.
All right, let's go ahead and go face down for me first, please. So we're going to start with a little bit of what's called flexion distraction. So like I said, with that disc degeneration in Nikki's lower back there, the whole purpose here is I want to try to open up that space. So what you're going to see happen is this table is going to separate out, the lower half is going to come down so we can really start to open up those disc spaces. And then essentially I'm just going to work my way up the back here, and we're going to block each vertebrae. So you'll feel me right here in that low back, Nikki. We're gonna block the vertebrae here and then just drop down, nice light. Should just feel a good stretch in there.
That feels good.
Perfect. So no pain at all, right? No twinge?
No pain.
Good.
If anything, it feels relieving.
Perfect. So we're just gonna work through, do a couple pumps up and down, and then we'll hit side to side a little bit. So like I said, this is gonna open up that disc space, relieve some of that pain, but at the same time, we're gonna start to loosen up some of those muscles for the adjustment. Perfect. All right, so we're gonna drop down, go a little side to side here.
See, that feels even better.
There you go. Just one side feel a little bit tighter than the other when we go back and forth.
I would say when you go to the right, it feels more relieving.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is gonna help a lot, obviously, with all the competing that Nikki does. A lot of heavy back squats, deadlifts, things like that. So we gotta make sure we keep these joints moving for her. It's just so important to keep these muscles loose, because then not only does Nikki do the competing, a lot of our patients, right, that do competing are very into fitness, but we all have jobs too, right? So there's a lot of times we're sitting in a desk, we're compressing those discs, and there's multiple things that we got to kind of pay attention to when we're treating our patients. So this table is going to pop up underneath you here.
Okay.
You feel a little contact here and here, do a little twist on that sacrum.
Could this also be from driving very frequently?
That absolutely could be. A lot of the times when we're driving, we're not always in the best posture, right? So we can actually create some postural deformities, if you're in the car for 45 minutes to an hour a day, 100%. Good question. One more time. Good. Let's see what we're doing now. So bring these up. Let me know if there's any pain in that low back.
No pain. A little tightness, but no pain.
Okay. Perfect. So we'll do that a couple more times. Drop here. Let's see again. Much more balance right there. Perfect. All right, take a look at this mid-back for you. So, and even a lot of times, you know, like Nikki says, she's got the headache, she's got the tight muscles, these traps. A lot of times that can even stem from that mid-back. So you gotta remember the traps are big muscles connecting the upper part of the head here out to the shoulders, all the way down to that mid-back. So if the traps are tight, it can affect a lot of different things. So go ahead and take a big breath in for me, all the way out. Perfect. All right, lay on your side, face me, please. How are we doing so far?
Good.
So bring this leg up and slide you a little bit closer. And this up. Good, so now we're gonna really start looking at that low back. Open up these areas, let this roll for me. Perfect, other side, please. A little bit closer, I'm gonna steer that left arm from me again. Beautiful. Face up for me. Let's get that neck. So now, to be fair, Nikki did want to part. She's always a little bit nervous about the neck, right? She's been adjusted a ton, but it's, yeah, people get nervous about it. And they have a tendency to kind of tighten up. So lots of different ways we can adjust the neck. We're going to ease her into it, work through it, because it always feels better afterwards, right?
Yes.
Good, so drop this head this way, and then let that right shoulder fall for me. Beautiful, one more time. Excellent, stay right there. So one other thing I'm gonna do is look at Nikki's ankles. When we talk about a lot of low back pain, especially as much as you're on your feet and you're lifting heavy and everything, you think about the feet are the foundation. That's what she's standing on, she's lifting on all the time.
Those lovely dainty ankles.
Lovely dainty ankles, I like it. So we're just gonna do a little bit of pulls from that ankle here. Good. One more time. Excellent. Beautiful. Come on up. You can sit facing this way.
Feels so much better.
Like I said, move that head around a little bit for me. How you feeling? Nice and loose.
Great.
Good. No more headaches today. Okay?
All right.
Perfect.
I'll
So,
report back.
like I said, if you guys are dealing with anything that Nikki's been dealing with, any of those pains, you know anybody that's been dealing with those things, go ahead, comment below. Let us know where you're at. Let us know how we can help us, or go ahead and give that phone number a call, and we'll get you on the schedule.